Hello everybody, and welcome to my new hardcore world. Now, the one I'm standing in isn't actually it, but, well, I lost a lot of footage, so I had to resort to a third-person narration of what originally happened. So, well, we started out in this world by chopping down all the trees in sight to get every single type of sapling, and then proceeding to kill literally everything in sight. Then, of course, we took a nap, and stumbled across a village by this amazing mountain, can I say. Then, well, we, borrowed, let's say, a villager head that would continue with us the rest of the way to our base. Setting back out over the plains and through the mountains, we, of course, still killed everything in sight that produced food or leather, and then finally arrived at the location where we're going to be building our base. Now, the reason I picked this spot is because, well, it is amazing. I mean, look at the big mountain, and I think I personally at least love that forest by far the most. So, this is where we're going to be setting up our base for, well, the rest of the foreseeable future. But we have to gather some materials before we do that. So, I headed off to finally get some dark oak wood, and well, I found a spawner. And it's the good kind of spawner. It's a skeleton spawner. So we were gonna have a bone farm a really early game, which is amazing. And well, I made the bad decision, even though I had iron armor, to go and light it up. And it wasn't only that, but I also didn't make the smartest decisions while actually lighting it up. Because at one point, I got down to a heart and a half, yes, within the first 10 days of the hardcore world, and had to resort to blocking myself up and eating. Which, well, not my best move, but at least we have a lit up spawner now, right? But then finally finished clearing out the area and gathering all the materials, which brings us to now. Alright, well, as you saw, we got all the materials, and then I've also laid out the actual foundation for the house right here. So you can kind of see what it's going to be like. So the entrance is probably going to be right around here. There's probably going to be a second door out here, and most likely I'm going to put a big cow pen out here. But this is going to be an extra little bump out just for the little added looks. But then, if we come all the way over here, these are all the materials we're going to be using. So fairly earth tones, but you know, it's going to look great. And I think, yeah, it's going to look great. But with that, well, I think it's time to get into a super fast build mode. Alright, well, again, I lost the footage. So we don't have the first half of this time lapse, but what we do have is the second half. So, as you can see, we are just putting in the roof, really, and then putting in the fascias of the walls using the birch and some diorite with stripped dark oak logs in between for the supports. Then moving to the roof where we added a chimney, of course, and then used some slabs, trapdoors, and stairs to complete the rugged look of our cottage. As you might have, well, the house is done, and it is looking amazing. As you can see, I have the shaders on because I think that this is the best way to show off the house, but let's take a little quick tour around the outside. So out here we got the nice metal roof. I like this, I love this actually, cottage look. Like just the nice bevel, all that nice arc that produces in that little chimney, 2x2 chimney. And then the vines coming up here, we use some birch leaves because the birch leaves, oh yeah, don't mind it. The birch leaves are not affected by this blue color, so they don't look very weird, and they're not very bushy with the texture pack that I use. Coming around the side, we got some barrels, and we also got some signs in there just to like signify that it's a little broken down because it's been in the woods. Got some little hanging plants, lanterns, and then we also have some coarse dirt mixed into it, and that's just to show that this is cabin in the woods. You know, it gets dirty out here. Then we got this little pen. So here, if we go in here, all of this is spawn proof, which is really nice. But then we got this little pen for our cattle and sheep that we'll be moving in here. Got another little barrel. Got the terracotta with that flower pot on top to make it look like it's a big pot. And we have that same combination out here with that into this like vine that makes it look like it's sneaking up the building. And coming to the inside, first of all, corridor that you walk through, and then we got this shelving system. I love the way this looks. We got our spider head there, lanterns and flowers, azalea leaves, azalea sapling, and then we got our nice moss carpet. And obviously, oops, it's moss, just because that's what we have available. And then we have our first little stove. And then walking in here, we got a quaint little kitchen. Got these furnaces that are of course smoking, and we got the smoke being funneled out through there. We got our barrels, we got a crafting table, we got a little mug. Oops. Oh geez. There we go. Got a little mug. And then we got some more barrels. And then got our little bush. And moving upstairs, this is more of a utility room. So got this hallway, which I love, with the window at the end. And then in here, well, it is the day after Christmas, so we do have the Christmas chests, but we got our little storage area. So we got, what is that, 12 chests, 12 double chests. And then moving in here, we have our bedroom with the second little fireplace. Well, folks, that is where we go and end it for today's episode. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.